President Joe Biden faced a tragic injury to himself. He was fine after. Bitcoin dropped to 20,000. Also, this monstrosity of a video happened.
Continuing on the theme of wrapping up the year, Tommy NFG has dropped a video called the 2022 Timeline. Now, I'm not gonna hold you, I'm hyped for this video. I was talking to Tommy. Tommy was talking to me about this video for a couple days. Tommy said this is the hardest videos he's ever worked on, that he's putting a lot of work into it. He was worried that he wasn't gonna get this video out before the year started, you know what I'm saying? I mean, before the year ended. But it looks like he did, bro, and this is going, I can tell this is going to be a fire video. The way me and Tommy was talking about it, it's going to be a fire video. So, let's go see what Tommy's working with here, you know what I'm saying?
January 2022. At the start of the year, it didn't seem too bad at first, to be honest. Nothing really important happened, except that whole COVID shit was still going on. Honestly,
COVID came out with DLCs, like 50 DLC variants, just popping out the ass. Mods changed title, by the way.
Forgot COVID was still happening until right now. Omicron or Omni, I don't care what it's called, was at its peak and it's tumbling us down back to peak quarantine times. Every country was pretty much experiencing the highest number of COVID cases they had ever seen. The United States reached a record 5 million cases in 1 week, and the UK recorded a record 192,000 cases in 1 day. Huh. You thought their food would have killed them first. Euphoria released its second season, giving some girls even more fictional characters they can attach themselves to and
I'm gonna be pausing a lot in this video because I'm about to speak on a lot of the stuff he's talking about. But yeah, I ended up watching Euphoria. I think, yeah, me and Lana ended up watching Euphoria maybe 3-4 months ago. I watched it after everybody else watched it. Like, I didn't watch it weekly. I wasn't really into it at first, but then I really started watching Euphoria. Yo, that is so wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not the best show I've ever seen, but it's a solid show though.
Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather were sued over their alleged crypto scam they promoted. The amount of celebrities that got away with this NFT and crypto scam was honestly pretty crazy at the time. The Hunga Tunga Hunga Hampi volcano erupted on January 15th. I hope I said that right. It then caused a tsunami that caused devastation to the west coast of Tonga, this country. But something even more tragic happened next. Microsoft came out and announced that they're going to buy Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion in an all-cash deal. If the deal does actually go through, they'll own the rights to games like Call of Duty, Tony Hawk, Overwatch, Warcraft, and all that. Which also, they could technically make those games only work on Xbox. So everyone would have to buy an Xbox. You would have to buy an Xbox.
I'm not buying an Xbox. Call of Duty being an Xbox exclusive would be crazy. I'm not buying an Xbox.
No one wants to buy an Xbox. Elon Musk starts to look for a clinical trial director to start testing brain chip implants on humans. You know, there's like 1,000 movies that tell us that this won't turn out right, but hey, you know, just do it, Elon. And to end it off on a pretty sad note, Rihanna officially announced she was pregnant with A$AP Rocky's baby.
Yo, cut this out the video. Cut this out the video, bro.
Also, the memes of this month were things like NFTs, Push and P, and Wordle. God, this fell off. February 2022. We started off this month with some pretty interesting things all around. Like on the first day of the month, Tom Brady announced his retirement from the NFL.
Woo! Oh shit, that's funny as hell. That's funny.
You know, surely he won't change his mind 2 months later for no absolute reason. Rockstar finally confirmed that GTA 6 was in development. The day this happened was so surreal. And I'm saying it's surreal because nobody thought it was gonna happen. Everyone was cheering and praising and dancing around, just hearing something was actually happening. People were already making Twitter GTA 6 update accounts and Twitter accounts counting down the days until GTA 6 would come out. And the hype very much made sense because up until this point, there was not a single word about GTA 6 development. Meanwhile, while we were all celebrating, Mark Zuckerberg was having the worst.
Bro, this cannot. The funny thing is, this isn't an edited photo. This is actually a real photo.
Zuckerberg's net worth dropped by $31 billion in 1 day, which bumped him to being the 10th richest person in the world. Oh no, guys. Oh my god. The 10th richest person in the world. How is he gonna recover? iShow's speed started to blow up around this month as well. And look, I know people are gonna say he was already big, and obviously he was. But this was around the time he started that whole Talking Ben thing, which I consider the catalyst to his fame. The Rams won the Super Bowl. And a couple days later, Brittany Griner was arrested over carrying vape cartridges in a Russian airport. Surely this won't lead to one of the worst trades in US history, embarrassing the entire country. Like, that's not gonna happen. That's impossible to happen. The show Arthur ended this month as well, ending one of the most goated kids TV shows to have ever existed. A show that personally included one of my favorite scenes in media of all time.
please do not play it.
I told you not to
Touch it!
A couple days later,
That's not. I'm not gonna lie. He could have played a couple scenes there. I thought he was gonna play a different scene. If y'all know, y'all know. I can't even say the scene because Twitch gonna take it out of context. But I thought he was gonna play a different scene from Arthur. But you know, I thought it was the other one. Not definitely. Yeah, I thought it was the other one. I thought it was the other one.
Russia invaded the Ukraine on February 24th, 2022.
Damn,
It causes
that long
mass
ago?
panic in every country, and people start preparing for the worst in every part of the world. People all speak out in support of the Ukraine and change their profile pictures and bios to the picture of the Ukraine flag, until they eventually removed it after about a week. Now, I'm not here to tell the full timeline of the war, because, you know, that's too much of politics, and I don't have that much of a brain to do it. And also still going on. But hey, Elden Ring released the day right after. It was a pretty good game for like the first month, but just like every story mode game, everyone beat it and moved on to the next thing. The memes of this month were things like the Megamind no bitches, I love lean, and Talking Ben. March 2022. Russia really started to face a cancellation that was never seen before in human history. Like, no one to this day can face the type of cancellation
Russia did in the beginning of this month.
on the first day, the US banned Russian flights from American airspace. Then all of the following was banned in Russia right after. Apple products, Apple Pay, MasterCard, Nike products, McDonald's, CNN, cryptocurrency, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, Snapchat, Microsoft, and Facebook. Not even
Yo, them people in Russia, I ain't gonna lie, they don't got nothing. Like, they definitely have made, at this point, they definitely made, like, a lot of their own social media now, bro. Like, a lot, like, a fake TikTok and everything. They had to have by now.
R. Kelly could top being canceled as much as Russia was in this month. The next day, Kim Kardashian and Kanye were officially confirmed legally single by divorce in court, leaving Kanye to eventually start his true villain. The Batman movie released, becoming one of the top 10 DC comic-based openings of all time with $134 million on opening
Never saw the movie, but I heard it was amazing.
weekend. It also gave guys another celebrity that they have zero chance with to simp over. Russia legalized piracy of movies, games, and more due to companies blocking their content in Russia. Don't know why people acted so surprised over this, acting like they don't do it as well. Tom Brady announced he was back from his retirement, breaking the record for the shortest retirement in human history. Netflix
I really think Tom Brady is like having a sexual relationship with the football in GTA. That's what I think.
started to face its true downfall, a downfall that was soon to escalate after this moment, that they're going to require people to pay for users outside of their household who share accounts. To say people got pissed off was a understatement. Fortnite removed building for the new season for the first time ever. I never thought this day would come. It was absolute pandemonium in the community, leaving kids crying over the fact that
A lot of people got back on the game that day. Tom Brady has a pact with the devil in GTA. That's tough.
they wasted 4 years practicing advanced building techniques instead of going outside. This was pretty much Fortnite kids 9/11. Joe Biden warned that a quote-unquote real food shortage will happen due to sanctions they put on Russia. I was eating good this entire year, so I have zero clue what he was on about. And of course, the main
Of course he
course
didn't
of this
really know.
entire month, the Will Smith and Chris Rock slap. On March 27,
This happened in March. Would not shut up about this for at least a month.
2022, Will Smith walked on stage in the middle of Chris Rock speaking at the Oscars and proceeded to smack the out of him, leading to one of the most craziest days on social media.
I'm not gonna lie, when this happened, chat, when I saw it, I didn't even think it was real. Like, it seemed so, like, I really couldn't believe it. I remember I was in the dorm with Miles when this happened. I wasn't watching the Oscars or nothing, but I seen it on Twitter. I didn't even think it was real, but then it started to pop up everywhere. Social media, that was a good day to be on social media. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It literally didn't feel real.
You also had people arguing with Will and saying they would do the same. All you saw that day were memes about the situation, and you really couldn't escape the story for like 2 months. I swear the news were tracking Will Smith and Chris Rock at the time's whereabouts like they were level 1 threats on the FBI's most wanted list. I can guarantee you it was not that deep. Moving on, Ezra Miller was arrested for the first time at a karaoke bar after being
You'll be one of many. Ezra Miller really just he just doesn't need to be released anytime soon. Like, I don't know if he's still in or not, but like, he really doesn't need to be out.
becoming agitated. The start of a villain arc that was to come. Also, Moon Knight released as well, which was
I
a pretty
still didn't watch Moon Knight. I still want to watch this because
fire show. The memes of this month were things like the Chris Rock slap, Moon Knight, the Batman movie, My Brother in Christ, and British people. April 2022. We started off this month with a huge W in my eyes. The House passed a bill that federally decriminalized marijuana, considering that some people literally have gotten more jail time for this than some grapers and Betos. I'll take it as a win. The Reddit game r/play started, period, giving everyone the ability to put a single pixel down on a white
this.
canvas every 5 minutes. Big streamers and communities cemented their place on it by moving in hordes to different spots and causing a
Chat, when our community gets a lot bigger, we're gonna be able to do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember that.
lot of unnecessary beef for no f***ing reason. You had people sending threats to each other over this. Elon Musk bought 9.2% of Twitter stock worth almost $3 billion after he made fun of their free speech policies. Jada Pinkett Smith came out and said she wished Will Smith didn't smack Chris Rock at the office.
And by the way, this was one of the worst things that could have happened, bro. This is one of the worst things that could have, like, I remember when this happened. Jada Pinkett Smith is such a L, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oscars? Yeah, that only confirmed even more to the public that she was a bitch. The Jada Pinkett Smith hate train was never leaving after that one. Scientists decided to broadcast Earth's location to aliens, which Stephen Hawking warned them not to do before passing away. Leave it to scientists and engineers to not listen to warnings and just do whatever the f they want. The movie Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came out, and overall it was just really a good movie. It showed us that some companies can actually adapt a beloved series in a right way. The Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial.
Oh, bro. This no would not stop. I was really tired. Like, out of everything this year, I was really tired about hearing about this, bro. Because we knew she was lying the whole time. Like, we knew she was lying, bro. Like, for weeks, this trial, I swear this trial was like 5 decades, bro. We knew she was lying, bro, and she just continued to lie. It was funny to watch her just, like, fail at lying, but I was just tired of seeing it, bro.
Officially started on April 11th. Johnny Depp sued Amber Heard for $50 million for defamation of his name, while Amber Heard countersued for $100 million, saying it was just self-defense. Whoever told her to countersue back for that much was definitely setting her up. This led to one of the most goofiest cases to ever be televised. And it was good to hear about for like a solid month, I would say, until it was viciously milked by the news. YouTubers and streamers were making like 100 videos on this every day, and you could be sure that anything that happened in that courtroom was gonna be released as news in some type of stupid way, even if it didn't need to be. There was a app also that started to blow up around this time for some reason. Be Real. I still don't know what it does.
I've never used Be Real in my life.
I still don't know why it is. Elon Musk made his first offer to buy Twitter at $41 billion, starting the war for Elon buying Twitter. Russia warned the US and other countries that they would face unpredictable consequences against people who armed the Ukraine, you know, to help them with the whole war thing. And of course, nothing ever happened, so they were capping as usual. And Ezra Miller got arrested again for a second time in Hawaii over throwing a chair at a woman's head. The worst part is, his crimes only got worse and worse after this. There was never a sane headline with Ezra Miller after this. And Netflix started to seep in their L's. It got confirmed that Netflix was set to lose $50 billion after losing 200,000 subscribers. Twitter officially accepted Elon Musk's $44 billion offer to buy the platform, and Trump said the same day he wasn't going to come back to Twitter if he gets unbanned and will stay using Truth Social, which was a pretty big mistake in my eyes, because who the
Nobody's using True Social, bro. Nobody. If you use True Social, you're lame as.
Memes of this month were things like Morbius, Jaden Smith's political and economic state of the world speech thing, Quandale Dingle, Elon Musk's Twitter deal, and of course,
I'm so glad that Quandale Dingle meme is dead, bro. Like, y'all, just like this Ohio meme now, y'all milk that joint until there's nothing left. Like, extremely, bro.
the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, May 2022. At the start of this month, Amber Heard really started to get shit on online. People didn't like her so much, they got her removed to less than 10 minutes of screen time in Aquaman 2 because of a petition. Like, she was such a bitch that a petition actually worked. Petitions never work. Nobody cares about them. Also, Dave Chappelle got attacked on stage by a man who rushed the stage. Apparently, he was mad over the jokes Dave Chappelle made about the LGBTQ and trans community. You know, I'll never understand why people go to comedy shows where they make fun of everybody as a job and get all pissed off and distasteful once they hear some type of joke that was too edgy or dark for them. The attacker even had a knife and was planning to actually hurt him even more.
I don't know if y'all saw his pictures after he got injured, but bro got f***ed up. I'm not gonna lie. That bro got f***ed up that day. Like, oh my god, his arm was doing the Tootsie slide. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
And I don't care how distasteful you think a comedian's joke is. Killing someone over a joke will never make sense in any type of world.
Fact.
The Black Lives co-founder admitted she lied when she denied using the group's $6 million home for business. And this month,
Which
the
is
whole
still
BLM
crazy.
organization pretty much got exposed for capping the whole time. It was
Which is still crazy to this day. Still crazy.
a shame because it gave racist people a complete up on us now. Because now once you say Black Lives Matter, they all just say it's a scam and they don't believe in it. Even though the message and the organization are completely two different things. But you know what's worse than racism in America? Young Thug and Gunna getting arrested. On May 9th, Young
Damn, they got arrested in May. What's going? Yo, there must be some kind of like effect going on. They got arrested in May. I feel like they just got arrested 2 months ago. If I was gone, I would have snitched too.
Thug and Gunna were arrested on charges of participation in street gang activity, as well as 26 other YSL affiliates in a 56-count indictment. And police also alleged that YSL is a gang, as you guys know, and affiliated with the Bloods gang. And just like K-pop stans losing BTS for 18 months, this day was Rap's 9/11. Everyone was shocked and bewildered that these two could even get arrested. But I mean, is it really that surprising? If you look at one music video with Young Thug and Gunna and YSL, you'll probably see like 10 illegal things going on in the background. North Korea reported its country's first coronavirus infection, biggest cap of the year. Netflix took another L by announcing they're laying off 150 more employees, and another disease
Y'all
was
think Netflix is gonna be here in 2023? It's gonna be here, but nobody's gonna be using that. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Nobody's gonna be using that. No, yes, barely. I still think it'll exist. I don't think that company is gonna dissolve out, but oh my god, I feel like nobody's gonna be using that.
slowly starting to creep on us after we just finished fighting COVID. Monkeypox. Monkeypox scared.
When monkeypox came out, chat, nobody could. Yo, I wasn't letting nobody touch my ass, bro. Yo, pause. When I was seeing the results of monkeypox and people who would look like they would get monkeypox, I was really mad at that point in time, bro, because they have all this DLC coming out with COVID, then monkeypox, then all this other.
Everyone, because it wasn't like having COVID. Like, if you had COVID, yeah, you would get sick. But I think I would rather feel 10 times sick by COVID than having literal cess pimples popping up all over my body. It started to be talked about a lot online at this time, and people were worried about another lockdown happening. But don't worry, because it kind of just got forgotten and no one ever mentioned it again. Like, genuinely, what the happened?
What
to
happened
monkeypox?
to it?
Meanwhile, Stranger Things Season 4 released this month. This was pretty much
Never seen an episode of Stranger Things. Do I need to watch that, chat?
Netflix's last board in the chamber, and it had to save them this year, or they were sinking to the ground. And it did save them, at least for a little bit. Stranger Things Season 4 broke the record for most minutes watched in a week on Netflix. And just as the TikTok girlies like to do, they clinged on to another unhinged fictional character and simultaneously ruined a fanbase for good.
Oh my god, bro.
A man threw pie at the Mona Lisa. Why did he do it? No one knows to this day. All we do know, though, is that it led to a pattern of people attacking pieces of art around the world as a protest for some reason. Throwing every types of vegetables and food to protest for.
They did this for a protest, bro. This is the dumbest I've ever seen. This is what I be talking about. People be so bored. Instead of taking actual action, they just take like fake action and be thinking that about it work.
Climate change, which, you know, I guess. The memes of this month were things like Better Call Saul, the Sonic movie, and Morbius was still a meme. June 2022. This month, we started off with a big f***ing dub. Johnny Depp won his defamation case for $15 million against Amber Heard, while Amber Heard won $2 million in the countersuit. Everyone was happy and joyous and frolicking around that it finally ended. Meanwhile, I was just happy that the news could finally stop covering this f***ing case and move on to more important things. The Boys Season 3 started releasing weekly, which meant everyone
still haven't seen The Boys. I gotta watch that, chat.
Started witnessing absolute top tier peak fiction. Internet Explorer shut down after 26 years as well, which is the amount of time anyone had ever last used.
The Boys, watch that now. Yes. I think Tommy was talking to me about that show. He said, "Oh, you need to watch that shit." There's a lot of shows. Y'all can tell, I really don't be watching shows like that. Like, there's only certain shows I be watching. I need to go peep that. I ain't gonna lie. You haven't seen, bro? I do not be watching shows. I just be editing, you know what I'm saying? That's all I be doing. I don't be watching those shows, you know what I'm saying? Get rid of Internet Explorer. I miss Internet Explorer, bro. Dial up Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is better than Microsoft Edge. Don't care about the... Actually, Blue Rye, Internet Explorer is not better. Technically, Microsoft Edge has 20.83 gigabytes of internet RAM speed and actually is faster than Internet Explorer ever was. Well, nobody uses Microsoft Edge, so there you go, bro.
Fiction.
Google probably better than both, though.
Explorer shut down after 26 years as well, which is the amount of time anyone had ever last used it. The Warriors defeated the Celtics and won the NBA championship, and everyone's favorite light-skinned Drake possibly released the worst album in his entire discography.
Yeah, this album was terrible.
I still to this day have not met a single person that likes this album. Vince McMahon stepped down as the CEO of WWE. This was huge since he was the face of WWE for pretty much our entire childhoods. I mean, it was because he was facing certain allegations for women that were starting to seem true, but he did create WWE. President Joe Biden faced a tragic injury to himself. he was fine after. Bitcoin dropped to 20,000 and reached its lowest price in 18 months. And at that moment, everyone then realized that crypto was just a fad all along. No different than Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy. It was all just a dream. Meanwhile, Netflix fired another 300 employees. You see what I mean when I said not even Stranger Things could save them? And the United States government proved to make another dumb decision like they usually do. The Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, meaning that each state had the choice to ban abortion.
This was probably, I'm not gonna lie, this was probably like, and y'all know I don't even get into decisions like that, but this was probably the craziest decision that I've ever heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially this year. This is probably the craziest thing that happened this year.
If they wanted to. This day was for social media. Like, this is by far the most 19th century type choice the Supreme Court has ever made in a while. On some good news though, R. Kelly was finally sentenced to 30 years in prison. They could have done this like 20 years ago, but I mean, hey, we could take it as a win. Also, we gotta give some retribution for the YouTube community. This was the same month where Technoblade sadly passed away due to
RIP.
cancer. It was a very sad day. Rest in paradise, Technoblade. The memes of this month were things like Yeet, Drake's album flopping, the Forehand Guy, Dolly Mini, and the Ace Attorney Clown Girl. July 2022. Minions: The Rise of Gru released on July 1st. Becoming one of the first movies to
I count money, I count money, I count money, I count money, but I get it, but I did.
actually utilize meme culture and actually help them in movie sales. The creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Kazuki Takashi passed away in a snorkeling accident. Rest in paradise to one of the goats. TikTok officially confirmed that China does indeed access US user data after they got called out. Wow, what a shocker! It's not like your For You page representing exactly what you talk about every day gave it away. Elon Musk terminated his deal for buying Twitter, and right after Twitter threatened to sue him. I can't blame them. For $44 billion, I would have been mad as too. Sesame Street's amusement park Sesame Place got called out for being racist to multiple children in different videos. Like on one of the videos, you just see the character flat out denying a hug from one of the black kids. And on another video, the character just comes in and pushes that child to the ground. Bro did not have to come in like this. It shouldn't be funny, but it kind of is. Also, in this month, an odd bald-headed man started to appear more on people's TikTok For You pages. I remember the specific day where I just started to see Andrew Tate on my TikTok.
That day Andrew Tate spawned on the For You page, you literally could not escape Andrew Tate at that time, bro. Like, if you saw one video, you would see another video and another video and another video. Even if you, like, it doesn't matter what you tried to do, you would keep seeing them on TikTok. And if you just didn't like his content, you tried to block it or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're going to see it, like, you're going to keep going, you're going to keep seeing it. It was impossible. Like, because of the whole Hustlers University joint, multiple people were posting his stuff. So, like, there's, like, 50 people posting his content at once on the For You page. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was an interesting time on social media. I ain't gonna hold you. Could not escape him. There's literally nothing you could do.
TikTok For You page for some reason. Andrew Tate pretty much started dominating social media for the summer and giving guys who have no father figure an
If they didn't do that to Andrew Tate, like start banning him off every platform, I couldn't. He probably still be like. It's not like he fell off or nothing. It's just that because he got banned off other platforms, he's like a little bit lower in prominence than he was in July.
Online one to cling to. One clip you were seeing him talking about how bad vaping is, and on another clip you were seeing him say if you don't drink sparkling water, you're a p***. I feel like the world with Andrew Tate in society completely changed. The Roblox oof sound was removed from the game.
Probably the worst decision ever made this year. I remember I talked about it in the video. Probably one of the worst. Actually, not even this year. Probably the worst decision ever made in a decade. To this day, I still don't understand it. I don't know why I couldn't just pay, bro. Worst decision of the decade, easily. Easily.
Due to a licensing issue, which meant that it ended one of the most iconic sound effects and ending an iconic era of memes from the game. The worst part though is that it could have been completely prevented. Now, I'm not gonna go fully into the case, but just know this has been going on for years, and it was definitely Roblox's fault that they lost the sound. To end it off on a good note though, Mr. Beast finally hit 100 million subscribers, making him the second channel ever to hit 100 million subscribers that's not an organization or company next to PewDiePie. The memes of this month were things like The Boys, Andrew Tate, Homelander, and LeBron James Multiverses. August 2022.
Multiverses fell the chat. I played it that month and I didn't play it after that. People really thought Multiverses was about to be the next Smash, the next Brawlhalla. Well, not the next Brawlhalla. The Brawlhalla was never really on. It's just a game that people who play when they can't afford Smash. Trust me, I know. Does anybody still play Multiverses? Like, are there new characters in now? I actually liked Multiverses. I don't know why I stopped playing it, but like I liked it the month that I played it, and I thought it was gonna be on like some Smash type timing. But I remember Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. No, Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl was never on. That shit, I bought that. I played it on stream once. That shit fell off with this.
August 2022. Starting off this month was not good at all. Brittany Griner was officially sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. Yeah, still a bad trade. Should have kept her locked up. Doja Cat shaved her hair and eyebrows, becoming the punching bag for TikTok and Twitter memes for the entire month. I mean, that was a very rough month for her. Donald Trump's house was raided by the FBI. Now the FBI needs to get the rest of everybody in politics. Also, a certain music artist started to blow up. Some say she was the savior to music.
Please play the video, Tommy NFG. Please play the video. I must see the video. Please play Munch. Please play the whole song in the video. Please, I beg. I beg.
Some say she was a reincarnation of Beethoven. Ice Spice. Ice Spice was blowing up at that time because of her song Munch, proving that talent really doesn't matter anymore. And also proving that you can really become a one-verse wonder. Also, don't forget Drake's creepy ass prying his hands all over her like he usually does with the newest upcoming female rapper. She did have everyone saying Munch for like a month though, so it was pretty funny. Also, I would say New York lingo like Riz and getting sturdy was starting to become mainstream. And I already know it was big before, but it started to reach that point where suburban white kids knew what getting sturdy was and what Riz was.
Yeah, everybody know what Riz is. Literally everybody says Riz. Everybody knows what getting sturdy is now. Like literally everybody
was, and that's when you know something is mainstream. The reckoning came down for everybody's favorite top G. Andrew Tate got banned on Instagram and Facebook, and later on every single social media platform would do the same thing, leaving 13-year-old boys with not only no father figure in real life, but even one online. Andrew Tate got closest to how Russia got canceled in the beginning of this year. It was at the point where even people that didn't like him kind of wondered, was it that serious? You gotta admit, they treated bro like a class 5 level 1 threat to humanity at some point. Memes of this month were things like Andrew Tate, Walter White, Nathaniel B, and Fortnite's Dragon Ball collab.
That Nathaniel B shit was not funny. I just want to be the person to say it.
We started off this month pretty crazy. Queen Elizabeth II passed away at 96 years old on September 8th.
Yo, that day on Twitter was crazy. You just have to be there. Some of y'all, like, some days I don't like Twitter either, but that day on Twitter, you really just had to be there. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You really just had to be there.
Off this month pretty crazy. Queen Elizabeth II passed away at 96 years old on September 8th. It was a very sad day for the Brits. Some people were sad, and many more were happy. I've never seen someone's death get more slandered in my entire life than when the Queen passed away. You had people smoking on her pack, making edits of TikTok of her and laughing, putting Rip Bozo on their bio tour. I don't even like the royal family, and even I was like, damn, yo, y'all are crazy. The Navy came out and admitted that they have UFO videos but won't release it to the public because it would harm national security. I'm more shocked that people really thought the government wasn't lying when they said they didn't have any proof on aliens. Also, this monstrosity of a video happened.
Period.
Y'all make anybody, like, why y'all give this attention, bro? Jesus Christ, bro. And she went up to 1 million followers almost instantly, bro. That's why I say, bro, hard work does pay off, but being stupid on the internet also does, apparently, too. So, I mean.
Period.
She, after this, actually managed to get an online following and thrive on the internet for some reason. There's no saving this generation. A certain conspiracy theory started around the chess community. Hans Niemann, a professional chess player, managed to beat Magnus Carlsen from Norway in the Sin Quinfit.
Heinz Niemann, Magnus Carlsen, real Vikings. To this day, I really wonder if he had that in his ass.
But a rumor was started saying he used vibrating anal beads to win against him. The drama was surprisingly big for some reason, and I still have zero clue why. Like, it got to the point where they even scanned this man's ass to see if he had anal beads in his next chess match. Crazy world we live in. Rockstar got hit by a huge hack which led to early development footage of GTA 6 getting leaked.
This was another good day on social media. Everybody was talking about the GTA 6 leak. Half everybody was just making jokes. Other half was excited because GTA 6 finally they see some gameplay of it. And then the other half was like, GTA 6? This looks terrible. Are we waiting all these years for this? Even though the footage was like from 4 or 5 years ago. But I guess, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody was wondering what was going to happen to the hacker. But we know what happened to him. He's definitely never getting out.
This is just crazy considering the fact that they finally told us something at the start of the year. And it was one thing just confirming that the game was even developing. So I know when they saw this hack, they shut the f out of their pants. Twitch banned gambling sites from their website after streamers threatened to strike, pretty much putting streamers out of jobs overnight. Emphasis on Aiden Ross and Trainwrecks when I'm talking about streamers that gamble. Jeffrey Dahmer, the series released on Netflix, breaking the previous Stranger Things record with a 3.7 billion minutes streamed in the first week on Netflix, and giving some women once again another absolutely unhinged man to cling on because they have nothing better to do. The UK police arrested the person responsible for hacking Rockstar Games, which turned out to be some 17-year-old kid doing
That bro is probably still in there to this day.
get on his room's computer. Bro's definitely getting the death penalty. The Simons streamed their football
GTA.
charity match with some of the biggest YouTubers and content
This was
creators
fire.
there, raising over £1 million to 4 different charities, and at the same time also becoming the 7th most watched YouTube live stream with 2.5 million concurrent people watching. NASA successfully crashed a spacecraft into an asteroid to test if they could prevent asteroids from hitting Earth in the future. Should've let it just hit Earth, but hey, that's just me. Florida got hit with Hurricane Ian, which lasted approximately a week. They got warned by the government to leave ASAP and were ordered to evacuate immediately.
And
of
they
course,
didn't.
because they're from Florida, they
didn't.
didn't listen. I swear, people from Florida think they can fight God and win. You were called to evacuate for a reason. And now you're stuck in a house flooded and completely devastated. And we ended off the month with some pretty sad news. Sadly, Coolio passed away at
R.I.P.
age 59, aka the man known for creating one of the most safest songs to play on any aux, Gangsta's Paradise. Rest in peace, Coolio. The memes of this month were things like the Queen passing away, the wise mystical tree, Adam Levine's cheating text, and Can We Get Much Higher One Piece.
Yeah.
October 2022.
Please don't show me that photo anymore. I have PTSD, man.
This month might have been the most packed out of all of them. On the second day of the month only, this happened.
I know I said Twitter go, yo, there be certain days where it's just like Twitter's just the best app to be on. And TikTok too. This was the best day to be on Twitter. I was laughing this entire day. Everybody was coming at this, bro. This entire day was hilarious.
Yeah, so Dream's face.
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
Yeah, so Dream's face reveal proved to me one thing. People on the internet are just f***ing mean. The amount of slander Dream got this day
Funny thing is, he's not even ugly. Like, motherfuckers was just making fun of him just cuz. Like, that's crazy to me.
was just absolutely unheard of. You had people call him Lord Farquaad, saying he looked like Humpty Dumpty, saying he looks like Prince Charming from Shrek, all around just throwing dirt and kicking him to the ground. And after this, because of y'all, I guarantee longtime channels that are faceless aren't going to do face reveals anytime soon. Oh, also, we finally made it back to Kanye. Kanye wore a White Lives Matter shirt with Candace Owens, certifying his villain arc start. Tom Brady and his wife divorced after 13 years of marriage. And back to Kanye. Kanye made a little tweet on Twitter that got him in a lot of trouble. Now, I'm obviously not gonna read it or say it, but just know it's a tweet not wishing the best towards a certain group of European people.
Yeah.
His account was Kanye West went on Drink Champs interview. Now, I'm not sure if I can show this footage anymore, but all you need to know is that he said things that no one can defend, saying stuff like George Floyd didn't die from the knee on his neck, which he would later get sued a couple days later by the family, and at
Kanye did the most craziest self-destruction tour of all time.
$50 million lawsuit.
That lawsuit is crazy, though. $250 million is insane.
Okay, everyone knows Kanye said something completely out of pocket and should have never been said ever, but a $250 million lawsuit is kind of crazy in my eyes. And let me just list all the companies real quick that cut ties with Ye after this so we can just move on with the video. Adidas, Balenciaga, Gap, CAA, MRC.
Ha, Balenciaga. Ooh, yeah, that's funny.
Entertainment, Vogue, Foot Locker, Skechers, and TJ
Skechers, I'm gonna be honest, Kanye was never working with y'all niggas, bro.
Maxx. All these cut ties from these companies made him officially not a billionaire anymore, making him only worth $500 million. And I don't know why I'm saying only, considering the fact that it's $500 million. Elon Musk officially bought Twitter for $44 billion on October 27th, making one of the single dumbest purchases committed by any billionaire. Also,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 released, which for the shock to COD fans, actually came out pretty good. This is considering the fact like everybody did not like the past 4 CODs, and everybody came together for this one. They were like, it's actually good. Memes for this month were things like Dream's face reveal, Ohio, Can We Get Much Higher, and the Mario movie, November 2022. We started off this month honestly with just the worst type of news. November 1st, 2020, rapper Takeoff was shot and killed. It was a very sad day and a huge
RP
loss for the rap
Takeoff.
community.
This still don't seem real, bro. This still don't seem real, bro.
And what's worse was that it shouldn't even have happened. Rest in paradise to Takeoff, and rest in peace to one of the greatest rap trios to ever happen. At the same time, the Sigma community started to blow up even more for some reason. I think this was due to Andrew Tate getting banned or something and all these red pill dudes, with kids posting TikTok Sigma edits and possibly generating the worst content the platform has ever seen. Drake released Her Loss, which was a collab album with 20.
Her loss was fire. Her loss was fire. I'm not going. We listened to it on streams fire.
Savage. And to everyone's surprise, it was actually good. Drake definitely had something snap inside him after Honestly Nevermind. God of War Ragnarok released on November 9th, breaking a record of selling more than 5.1 million copies first week on PS4 and 5, which again is one of the best games this year by far. The FTX game. Now this
How do you know?
Forever released the same day. Trump announced that he's running for president in 2024. The world hit 8 billion people. And now we can get to the no-no brand. Balenciaga. Now, I'm not gonna fully explain what they did in this video in hope of keeping this monetized, but I think most of us know by now, and I'll just give a little drawing of it. So this is the brand, and after the scandal, this is them. Except
Yeah, we know what Balenciaga did. Balenciaga's weird as hell. I'm glad I never wore no Balenciaga, bro.
yes, now Elon Musk started to make changes to Twitter, like adding the ability to buy a verification badge, and unbanning the controversial suspended accounts like Andrew Tate, Donald Trump, Kanye West, Jordan Peterson, etc.
Tommy, also let them know how you paid money for the verification badge. And then flex the verification badge. Let them know how you paid money for that verification badge. And then you just to not have it the next month, Tommy. Let them know.
Controversial suspended accounts like Andrew Tate, Donald Trump, Kanye West, Jordan Peterson, etc. Unleashing the holy villains to the public once again. But don't worry, because Kanye got banned once again a month later. The Qatar World Cup officially started on November 20th. And Qatar became the first country to ever host the World Cup while simultaneously losing the fastest. Does anyone know how long Qatar's team
Y'all forgot they was even in, bro. They lost almost immediately.
was even in the World Cup? It also got exposed that they pretty much built all those stadiums in the country using immigrant slaves from other countries. And they even admitted themselves over 500 people died just making the stadiums. All of that
so
really
sad.
happened just for your country to lose first. Wednesday released on Netflix, breaking the previous record on Netflix with over 411 million hours viewed on its debut. And once again,
Hey, Wednesday was solid. It was solid.
giving down bad guys another girl to simp over that they'll never get. Jenna Ortega.
Yo, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Tommy. Watch your mouth.
This
man.
hype needs to be honestly studied in the future. The fact that she really gained 10 million followers in 10 days just shows the male species cannot be
This is
saved.
the thing, though. Y'all really, I know I said this before, but y'all really ruined this, bro. Like, this can't even like women no more without everybody getting on the bandwagon, because a nigga like me.
Kanye started off by being in the headlines again when he went on Alex Jones' show InfoWars and said a lot of, let's just say, bad
can't say it
things
on
to
here,
a
man.
certain group of European people, while also praising the man that led to a lot of their ancestors' demise. At this point, even the most meat-riding Kanye fans decided that they were officially
Can't even say he made graduation no more.
done with him. There was literally no defending what he said, like it was humanly impossible. Trump's organization got caught in 4K and was found guilty on all counts of criminal tax fraud, which isn't even talked about a lot. Like, I feel like this should be much more important than it is. Brittany Griner was officially released from prison after a prison swap between the United States and Russia, which rightfully got everybody pissed the f off with how we could even be embarrassed like this. Ask 99% of Americans and I guarantee they would say no to the swap.
Worst trade of all time.
Rye, these people were me trading Jenna more than the chat rides you.
Like, nah, it's nice. It just don't even be fun no more, bro. That's like, y'all know when y'all have, like, y'all be knowing there's one song that nobody really knows like that, and the song's so fire, bro, and you enjoy the song and you love the song, and then it gets on TikTok, so now everybody gonna call it a TikTok song, and then be like, and then when you try to listen to it, everybody like, oh, why don't you listen to that TikTok song? It's like, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying?
Off with how we could even be embarrassed like this. Ask 99% of Americans and I guarantee they would say no to the swap if they found out the man they were trading was named the Merchant of Death. The governor of Texas officially banned TikTok on all state-issued devices, which you might think is not important, but right after this, Congress introduced a bill to ban TikTok in the entire United States, meaning that people would actually have to go outside and start getting jobs. R. Kelly released an album from jail. It was called I Admit It. That's all I'm saying. The Game Awards happened as well, with huge games winning awards this year, obviously, like Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok. And the most important thing of all out of the entire Game Awards,
You know, real quick, I want to thank everybody and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Gunna was
Yo, how did he, to this day, I still don't know how he got up there, bro. I know he just walked with them, but like, why was bro invited? Who is he?
was released from jail on December 14th after pleading guilty. Some people say he did snitch, some people said he didn't snitch. But if we're being honest, he definitely did. And to end off the entire year of 2022, the World Cup finally ended by Argentina winning at the end in penalties, making Messi the official GOAT of football. And with that being said, the year of 2022 is officially over. Possibly one of the most fast-paced, moving, and back-to-back things happening in a year for some time now. I obviously couldn't include everything, and I'd probably lose my mind because the video would be like 2 hours long. But I just personally wanted to make this and do this concept more creative than I've seen. Also, I'm gonna be cliche for a second. Thank you for everybody that watches my videos. We honestly grew an insane amount this year, and I was not expecting that my first year coming back to YouTube. And if you're watching this in the future, please just tell me things get better. Like, I can't stand this anymore. I can't do it. These views are just getting worse and worse. Like, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
W Tommy, bro. W Tommy. He forgot the pink sauce. Like he said, he can't get everything, but there's probably like 10,000 other things Tommy forgot. But like, there's a lot to cover this year. Yo, Tommy, this is Tommy's best video. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Tommy was talking to me about this and how he was working hard in this video and everything like that. This is Tommy's best video. Plugs, you can't touch this one. You can't touch this one. A good video from Tommy, man. 2022 has been a crazy year, man. A very, very crazy year. Hopefully 2023 will be better. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, plugs, don't touch this. IUG. Alright.
Put this bitch back like I'm double heaven. Hold up, triple deuces. Put this bitch up, we got all the juices. Hold up, speak to heaven. Eat that by my mama, demon minute. Me body chill, at least I won't bite. My time on the pussy, they